Laparoscopic myomectomy, robotic myomectomy. I am not a proponent of robotic myomectomy. It's not because I can't do it, right? I have never done a open hysterectomy in my career. I've done all robotic, all laparoscopic hysterectomies, right? Because I know that for a fact that minimally invasive surgery is absolutely the most optimal surgical approach for gynecologic surgery or any surgery. So the most minimally invasive approach that you can have to surgery is the best. However, as it pertains to myomectomy, it's different, right? I stopped believing in robotic myomectomies, which I used to do chronically all the time about 6 or 7 years ago. And that is because once I start doing more open myomectomies and realized that my mind frame of removing all of the fibroids out is so important, because the recurrence rate has less to do with fibroids actually growing from nothing. It has more to do with the fibroids you leave that you leave behind from surgery actually just growing. So when you look at my cases, right, you see these large fibroids, right? But if you go all the way to the end of the table, you see these nerd candy size, Skittle size fibroids that are there, right? The only way that you can get them is fill them, right? If you don't see them, as in laparoscopic or robotic surgery, they stay. Fibroids don't just come back, they just get bigger. So the thought process of getting them all out has everything to do with the approach and being able to feel them in your fingers. That's why I don't necessarily endorse robotic myomectomies. It's not to say that I wouldn't do them. If someone wants that, I would do it. But my stamp of approval, right, my guarantee for the most part that you will not come back for fibroid surgery, which the national average is 40%. 30 to 40% of women that have fibroid surgeries will need future fibroid surgeries or even hysterectomy in the future. Mine is 0, meaning that every myomectomy case that I've done my way does not come back having to need surgery. I have not had one come back yet. Not to say that it will never happen. It can happen, but I've been very successful as far as my success rates from recurrence, because if you remove them all, the chances of them growing from nothing and then growing to something that's significant enough for them to need surgery is minimal, right? You just don't have the ovarian life left. You don't have the time left to be able to now grow from nothing and then grow big enough.